All right. Hey, folks. So I wanted to share with you something that I have found really helpful. A lot of us are working remotely. We're doing a lot more things on video and using video conferencing software, and often on the Mac specifically. So if this generally applies to Windows users as well, but it's something I've noticed especially on the Mac. So if you have system settings for your sound, your microphone, your output, your and for your camera as well, and you also have in-app settings, and sometimes those aren't the same, and it can lead to some frustration and confusion. So I want to go over the system settings and how to change those, how to look at them, as well as a couple of the popular video conferencing apps and how to look at the settings on those as well. So I'm going to start with the audio settings on the Mac itself. And if you go into the top, you might have this little icon that looks like a speaker that's projecting out sound. If you click on that and then go to the bottom where it says sound preferences, you can access your sound preferences so you can see your input and output. Another way to get to this same menu, so here's how to get to it from here. You can also get to that same menu by going to the Apple System Preferences and then Sound. So you can see on my output, I have a lot of different options. Right now I'm outputting to my microphone, which might sound weird, but my microphone setup is actually such that my headphones are plugged into my microphone. I could also make it a piece of software. I could make it the regular built-in speakers, or even my monitor has speakers, so that can be output. Input, I'm using my Yeti microphone, but my webcam also captures audio, and there's also the built-in microphone. So here's what my system settings look like. You can see that my input level, I'm talking, it's making sound, so it is working. However, in the applications you use, you may not have those same settings. So for example, I'm in Google Meet in the browser. The same would apply if you were to download the application. If I click on the cog, I'm using my Yeti stereo microphone, but I have all those other options. So if I wanted to use my MacBook microphone instead, I could do that. If I wanted to switch the output, if there were any other output options that Google was okay with, then it would let me choose those. Same with video. I'm using my webcam that's attached, but I could use the built-in webcam or even one of my virtual cameras. That's for Google. The same would apply to Zoom. So I'm going to start a new meeting really quick. In the lower left corner where you see this little arrow pointing up, here is where I can select my speaker can be the same as the system. So remember, it was plugging into my microphone to get output to my headphones, or I could switch it to something different. My microphone is the same way. I can use whatever the same as the system is, or I can pick something different. So that's how you would do it in Zoom. So if you find yourself frustrated because you're not getting the output you would expect, or it's not coming out where you would expect, or the audio isn't being picked up from where you would expect, check those settings, and that might help kind of narrow down some of the issues that you're seeing and solve some of the problems. The same would apply in like Teams or any of the other like video software you might use. I hope that's helpful.